First captive in the garden, first the artist and the art. First the fruit fell from the tree, then the pain, the ecstasy. Wanna tell you, don't know how. Now the words, but they won't come out. Been a liar, I've been alone, I've been a stranger in my own damn home. First a whisper, then a shout. First the temple and the doubt. First the angel spreads her wings, a shadow covers everything. Wanna tell you, don't know how. Now the words, but they won't come out. Been a liar, I've been alone, I've been a stranger in my own damn home. First the ark and then the flood. First the brother, then the blood. First the last, and last the first. And the righteous know their worth. Wanna tell you, don't know how. Mouth the words, but they won't come out. Been a liar, I've been alone, I've been a stranger in my own damn home.
I've got a title for that song.
Does it involve Jeff Goldblum? Spook the Balloon. That's my side project, actually. We play every Saturday night.
Oh man. So going back to the Isle of Man, where I was born and raised. Does anyone really know where that is? Anyone? It's It's really, really tiny. It's like a fairly insignificant rock in the middle of nowhere. And it's, well, about 70,000. Yeah.
And one great motorcycle.
The Irish, you kind of, you know you're running into trouble when the Irish call you 70,000 alcoholics clinging to a rock. But,
Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
Yeah.
We know it's said that.
But it's a very, very beautiful place. 28 miles by 12, so limiting also. Can't really get away with anything. And I moved from a village of 500 people on this island when I was 19 to Los Angeles. Which was like stepping into the future. It was pretty amazing and pretty overwhelming also. And I was kind of recently looking back on that. And while I loved my time in LA, I now live in Chicago. I really missed growing up in between two little farms and being 30 years behind the times, you know. And I really missed that, and so it's a song a little bit about that. Raised in fields of grain, came to the city to stake my claim. Couldn't shake the dirt out of my hands. The green don't grow through pavement slabs. Oh my, can't you see it's that modern life is killing me? No river, stream, no babbling brook, just a flood of cars everywhere you look. No fields to plow, no trees to climb, streaming, drinking up the sky. Oh my, can't you see that modern life is killing me? And the people here don't act the same. Got a heart of stone and a face of rain. Fearful that a stranger's glance means more than just a passing chance. Oh my, can't you see that modern life is killing me? Blood spill here runs dark and deep through the pipes underneath the street. But overhead the garbage trucks throw away the lives that we hate. Oh my, can't you see modern life is killing me? So take me back where I began, Mount Private Bethlehem. And I'll knock upon the stable door. Well, I'll stay forevermore. Oh my, can't you see modern life is killing me? Yeah, oh my, can't you see modern life is killing me? Yeah, oh my, can't you see modern life is killing me?
I feel so similar to you in that song. I live in Brooklyn, and my wife, she's here too, so she can attest to this and being truthful. But as I've gotten older, I just have this overwhelming desire to drive into the woods and just start chopping wood. I don't even have I have no stove, no wood burning stove, I have no chimney. I have an apartment. But I just desperately want to go chop wood. So, and my ask is not as hard as finding Jeff Goldblum. If you guys have loose woods and you're like, this guy can come out and chop some. I know the feeling. Modern life killing me. I really do want to go chop wood. I chopped this little ukulele. These Songwriters things, I know that we start talking about, they can go in any direction. And the one thing that I always, I feel like I always forget to say it. I always leave and I'll go, oh yeah, shit, I kind of wanted to say that. And I didn't, so I remembered to say it. And I remembered because I've known Anthony for a while. We're touring buddies, we've played together, and he is in my opinion, nobody looks cooler in a mesh hat than him. He looks the best in the trucker cap. He's so good. And yeah, I gave him earlier today a hat I got from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan called Gonzo Bear Camp. It's a camouflage mesh hat. It's like an extraordinarily shitty looking trucker. But at the same time, I've had it, and I've never worn it, and I was like, you know what, Anthony would just look so good at this. And I was thinking about that. It reminded me of this thing that I always want to say, and that as a songwriter, I don't know if you guys can weigh in on this, but I find as like a little secret bonus sometimes when I'm writing songs, like I try to, I don't push it, but I always try to find a way to work in a word that is like not an uncommon word, and see if you can make it work into a song. And the song I'm about to play you does that for me. So there's like this little tickle, so you can know that if you ever hear this song again, or you hear me playing this song, that you'll be like, oh, Scott's secretly like really getting off on the fact that he said the word camouflage, and that he made it work. And I think I rhyme it with train dodge. Wow. So I was really like that morning. I was pleased when I wrote that. So, just a little tip. Do you guys feel that way at all? Do you ever do that? Do you ever find yourself like excited about that? While I have the mic.
Yeah. You wonder and then it makes it hard to understand, because if you're not expecting that word, even if it's a word you know, it might go by. You're not expecting it, and then is that good? Is that confusion? Maybe it's good to not be understood. Maybe you're more too clear. Right? Leave some mystery in there.
I had a friend that we were doing a similar thing, but I had told him privately afterwards when I was like, he's like, give me an example, and I said, like there's a song that I have where I was really proud of the fact that I used the word kamikaze, and he was like, I've used that one too. So it totally made me feel like, oh man. Well, so we'll see if you have one camouflage. But
for the record, I would have worn the hat. It's a very nice camouflage hat.
I
was concerned if I wore it tonight, people wouldn't be able to see me. And then say, there's really sad songs coming from somewhere, but I can't tell exactly where.
I love it. All right, well, anyway, this is a song. This is a song called Tracker. Drummer, plot the course, signal the satellites. I'll find you, be it radar or sonar, underwater or outer space, coming for you. I'm still here, and I'm not giving up. I don't care where you've been, as long as you left the scent of me on your skin. I don't care where you go, as long as you let my heart beat in your heart. I'll follow you. That they lay down. We are heartbound, no matter where the town. Our love makes a sound. When I hear it, I'm coming for you. I'm still here, and I'm not giving up. by the lantern light. No matter how out of sight, I still see you, and there's no disguise. I won't recognize love is a prize. There's nowhere to hide. I don't care where you've been, as long as you left the set me on your skin. I don't care where you go, as long as you let my heart beat in your heart. I follow like an echo. I don't care where you've been, as long as you left the set me on your skin. I track you down. I don't care where you go, as long as you let my heart beat in your heart. I'll follow you. No, I don't care where you've been. No, I don't care where you've been.
Great. I can't see her. Hank Williams once said, I think that if it takes you more than 20 minutes to write a song, it's not worth writing. I've broken that rule so many times. And this next one is just ridiculous. This is something I've been obsessed with for a long time, and it's a single that we have coming out in 2 weeks. We haven't announced it. I just want to say a few things. I'll be quick. I'll take a bunch of the fourth round of stories so I can say more about this one. So on Facebook once in a while, when I've posted something kind of political, once in a while somebody really kind of flaming has come in, just like guns ablaze. And you know, friends of mine are like engaging with this person, and it's all, you know, guns out. And I've found that I don't have a lot of skills. I can fold laundry really well. But another thing that it turns out that I can kind of do is talk to somebody aggressive, maybe not in person physically. I'm a little guy, but online I can talk to someone really aggressive and not shoot back, and just accept them and talk and make my point and accept what they're saying. And you know, while all around me there's all this fighting, I'm just engaging. And once in a while two times I've engaged with someone for like an hour and a half, you know, just back and forth. And at the end, both times they wrote to me and said, hey man, I really appreciate that you treated me like a human being, and I'm gonna think about what you said. So I thought that's something. Because, you know, I'm sure like we all agree, whatever side of the aisle we're on, the way we are debating just for debating is very upsetting, and we're going to need each other if something really happens. What if there's a water shortage and you wrote off your neighbor because they're the other side of the aisle and now you're not going to help each other? You know, it's terrible. Okay, next thing. I had a side project called the Minor Alps with Juliana Hatfield, and we went on tour a few years ago. Thank you very much. We went on tour a few years ago, and right before getting to Washington, D.C., I got an email from House Speaker John Boehner's Deputy Chief of Staff. And he invited us for a after-hours tour of the Capitol. Now, I'd never been, and I was really excited to go, and it was really mind-blowing, very moving. Felt like walking into the heart of America. It was incredible. And the building is so grand, and the States were only 4 million people when it was built, but it's built on the scale for now, you know, for 300 million. So they were really thinking, like futurists, they were thinking ahead, and they had a belief in their experiment, a lot of hope for it. Now, last year when the family separation started happening at the border, I was beside myself upset with just the horror of it and the pain for these kids. And also on a practical level, what that represents for the States, you know, that, talk about making people hate you, that's one way to do it. So I was so upset, and I called my representatives, but it didn't feel like enough, and I had this mute feeling, you know, I wanted to do more. And I've written a couple of political songs in my life, but they're very hard to write. It's hard to summarize the things. I never have as many facts as a whole bunch of other people, you know, I'm just more emotions, you know, and whatever facts I can find and whatever papers I'm reading. And they feel futile. But I thought, when this was happening, I thought, I need to try. Now, what if I could actually speak to a congressperson or a senator? What would I actually say if I was in the room with them? And that's what I thought I would try to do. It's called Song for Congress. And it is such a moonshot. Because my goal is that a congressperson or a senator is going to hear it. That it's going to come across their desk. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to do everything I can. Anybody I know who's connected to anybody, I'm going to try and figure if I can get it there. It's not particularly angry. It's trying to be non-partisan, forget bipartisan. Just speaking my mind and trying to get across. So I haven't played it many times. I hope I get it right. Here we go, Song for Congress.
I'm a New Yorker with long American roots. I see a land that's tilting, and I don't know what to do. Something is different, this danger feels new. Who do we look to? In the Capitol building, the chosen few. I wrote a song for you. I wrote a song for you. As you walk through Statuary Hall, just see the marble breathing. All these statues are trying to talk. What do you think that they're saying? The muse of history writes everything down. She writes just what she sees in Washington town. As you walk through Statuary Hall, do you catch the marble moving? All these statues are trying to walk. Where do you think that they're going? We're on a bigger team than left or right. We have a flickering history as a guiding light. Don't want to see the American dream die in the night. Round the world in bars and parks, people commiserate. Complex feelings round this flag of ours, but don't want to see it fade. They still want their American friend. As you walk through Statuary Hall, just see the marble moving. All these statues are starting to walk. Where do you think that they're going? To find the man who would be king. Doesn't seem to care about anything. Now's the time to do something. Now's the time to do something. Now's the time. Do we dare look away, shut our eyes as we slide into the dark? When we're old, looking back, we will cry write that one. In that key.
You know, these guys are so funny and cool when they give their shtick and monologue, and it's fabulous. And we're just not that good. As a matter of fact,
That's not true at all.
it took two of us to compete with one. So we're like, you know, operating on 50%.
Much better dressed.
Well, I thought we were supposed to get dressed up, and I didn't get the memo on that. And my camouflage hat doesn't fit very well.
Well, I wanted you to know, over on this side, what we're feeling is, and I know this is the first 90.5 Songwriters thing I think that they're doing, so we're kind of writing the rules as we go here. And I've been feeling over here on this side, like, I want to have like a stage name too. Like, you guys have multiple names. You're operating as like Lefty and Z. I'm like, how could I be?
Again, we're overcoming
Choppy and Shorty. That's true.
We're overcoming feelings of inadequacy. That's what we're doing. So.
I love it.
Anyway, this is a song that Lefty and I wrote and
Together. We wrote this.
together.
Really
And we get confused sometimes as, did you write that bit? I thought you wrote that bit. Anyway, this song is on the first Weeklings record, and it was Lefty's idea to put it on the record because I had completely forgotten that we ever wrote the song. So.
How can this be happening tonight? It's like I'm living someone else's life. The reflection I look through, somehow I found it too. Now I'm breathing underwater with you. Thought that I had been this way before. I couldn't see that love was something more. And all those things I thought I knew, I almost didn't do. Now I'm breathing underwater with you. Oh, we can't see what's to come. I know just how it could be. So this is where we are tonight. Death, I suppose it's right. And there's nothing I can't do in this world you brought me to. And I'm breathing underwater with you. Oh, we can't see what's to come. I know just how it could be. So here we are again tonight. Here with the impossible seems right. And there's nothing I can't do in this world you brought me to. And now I'm breathing underwater. Now I'm breathing underwater with you. I just want to take a second and say, I've got my own things. I just want to take a second and thank some folks, especially most of all you guys for hanging out. I know it's been with so many different acts, it's been a long night, and now that we're around the halfway point of the show, there's only 8 more rounds left. I appreciate you guys sticking with us. No, I want to thank Jeff Raspy for putting this whole thing together. Thank you guys for supporting 90.5 The Night. I'm going to play an older song, and it's another thank you. I'm going to send it out to you, to Gary, who I ran into earlier tonight, who was genuinely, I think, the first person to support me in my music when I was a high schooler, probably, and it means the world to me. So this is a song called Ballad of the Undecided. It's off the last record I put out. I spend the night. I'm not a liar just because I'm never right. I'm not accustomed to trusting any of my thoughts. 'Cause I'm just a man who doesn't know what it wants. I'm not Moses, but I will watch you seas into. I'm not Judas, though someday I will betray you. I'm not religious, I just like playing God. 'Cause I'm just a man who doesn't know what it wants. I'm not concrete, I'm not road from steel. I'm not a skyscraper, but I know exactly how it feels. I'm not brave, but I will try anything once. 'Cause I'm just a man who doesn't know what it wants. I'm not rich, though I do surround myself with wealth. I'm not sick, I'm just not in the best of health. I'm not honest, but I promise you I will be blunt. 'Cause I'm just a man who doesn't know what it wants. Don't you hold me on your side? Don't you hold me on your side? Don't you hold me on your side tonight? Tonight. I'm just a man who doesn't know what it wants. I'm just a man who doesn't know what it wants. I'm just a man who doesn't know what it
This next song is entirely meant to be played on an electric guitar. So just imagine like a Telecaster and a big Vox amp very, very loudly, and all of this is an apology in advance.
I was gonna say, I think this is the last go around. I've been noticing you've been holding back all night. So, feel free to let this one rinse. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.